anyone under the age of 25 has a pretty high chance of participating in some form of gambling, even if they've never stepped foot into a casino. And the thing is what's happening right now is something that a lot of people aren't really realizing. At the moment, 22% of Americans have an account with at least one online sportsbook. And for men between the ages of 18 and 49, that number actually jumps to 48%, which is almost half of the population in that age range. But the part that nobody's really talking about is that most of these people didn't wake up one day and say, oh, I'm going to start gambling. No, people are being trained into this behavior. Think about it. The mystery box in a video game, the surprise pack that you're spending points on, or the streak on your social media sites that you can't afford to break. You know, none of that stuff feels like it's gambling or anything like that. It feels harmless, it's fun, it's normal, and that's the point. Because what we're actually seeing is the gamification of just about everything. And this isn't by accident. This is not happening organically. These are systems that are being engineered using the same psychological principles as slot machines. You've got variable rewards for the different actions that you're taking. You've got near misses. You almost made it. Just try one more time. You know, artificial scarcity built into a lot of our world today. And the internet, by the way, didn't invent gambling. It just removed every barrier that once limited gambling. And now money itself has entered the game. So financial apps feel like video games. Crypto apps are essentially just casinos. And trading feels like a skill, even when really it's not necessarily. And when you have this kind of behavior, I mean, money stops feeling real. It kind of just ends up being points on a screen or points in a game. And the uncomfortable truth about that is that, you know, this didn't happen because people all of a sudden became reckless. No, this happened because people have become desperate. I mean, wages aren't keeping up with the cost of living, and rent is rising faster than income. So saving can feel like it's pointless. And on a global scale, for instance, people aren't even having kids. People aren't even dating. And it's not because they don't want to. It's because they can't afford to. And when people feel trapped like that, what do? They sit back and they roll the dice. It doesn't always have to look like gambling either. I mean, it might look like investing into a hot new stock as a long-term investment. Or, you know, checking the stats of your sports teams and betting on an NBA game. It might be staying up all night looking at the crypto charts and finding the next best opportunity. And what do? We call this a side hustle. And it feels like it might be productive, but usually in a lot of these scenarios, the odds are really just stacked against you. So the real question here is, what happens to a society when millions of people feel like there's no path forward except for just pure luck? When risk replaces real world effort? This isn't about entertainment. This is a slowly unfolding crisis where people are going to come to these trading apps to gamble their life away. And we're being told that that's totally normal behavior. And the worst part about all of this is that this doesn't just affect the person that's involved. I mean, it can affect their relationships and the way that everyone looks at them and their opportunities that they may have moving forward in their life too. So this is why my partner Ben and I actually decided to create an app to address this exact problem. And it's called No Dice. And it's specifically designed to help people say no to gambling. It's not about creating shame or you relying on pure willpower, but instead it's about real world awareness of the issue in your real life, having structure and accountability. And we're actually committed to solving this problem. So we're gonna give the first 500 people who sign up a free year of access to No Dice. and no gimmicks or any weird stuff about that. We legitimately want to solve this problem. So with that said, if this message hit home for you, or maybe it made you think of someone that you know, you can click the first link in the description to join the waitlist, and you'll be able to get a free year of access to No Dice.